And welcome back to Quad V, guys. We're covering the Epic.EIGHT Thermaltake eSports Call of Duty 4 tournament. It is currently second map for the Frag Masters versus Team Cooler Master, guys. I am Menace, and alongside me I have Ozo. And let's jump on right into this match. It is now Crossfire, and they're on the way with the knife round. And now Crossfire, you can agree, is a little bit more attack-sided.
Oh yeah, by country mile.
So, of course, the team that won this, which really looks like Blazy right now, all on his own, missioning out there.
Jermaine, come on. He's going to take this. I can see Jermaine taking this.
Where is
There's
he?
one. Oh, dear.
Oh! Sneaky little way to do it. And Order climbs back down. Has the place running.
Oh, my God.
Grabs onto Faber. Blazy, last one in there. And what side are they going to be choosing? Let's have a look over here. If you guys did just join us, this is now the second map. Frag Masters took the first one in style, 13-4, which I can tell you quite a few people were not expecting. So, I'm actually waiting for these guys. Are they going to be choosing it? Yes, it is. Okay, so Frag Masters are staying on the attacking side. And, of course, that's around that they're hoping to get the most amount of frags on. Scopes are going to be absolutely key in this matchup.
Yeah, Paradox is definitely going to have to play better than he did on Strike. It was as if he wasn't even on the server for like the first half and a.
Yeah, I mean he was 13 for 12 when we went into the end of that half. So really not good there. And we see Frag Master starting off strong. Peter getting the first nade. Froster replying with a very late car explosion. Rather lucky there. Now it's all about trying to get into their positions. It looks like Frag Masters actually really gotten themselves into this A building, and that is so key because it is such a good defense point for the TCM guys. And if they can't hold that, then they only really have the bottom of the street and the cafe area to defend the bomb from. Now Paradox playing it slow. He has got this SMG. Doesn't seem like they are going for a bomb plant just yet, the Frag Master team. And Soka laying down in that grass, hides away from Paradox. Vey going for his teammate, just making sure that his teammate is actually alive, and tags up Peter just once.
Yeah, that frag from Soka there is going to be the frag that's going to give him the plant on the site now. I mean, there you go. I mean, they've won the round now. I mean, what they were looking to do there was just to completely take over that A building. I mean, as soon as you take that A building, you can cover every single possible angle. I mean, you've got so much room to do it from as well, you know. Even if you've still got two people left on the other team, if you haven't got control of that A building, it's so difficult to retake, or at least even come close to defusing the bomb as soon as it goes down, you know. Absolutely solid thing to do.
And now once again, we do see TCM sitting back. They haven't got into that A side. There is one back A once more. Peter is towards the bottom A side. He's actually going to hold it. He's not going to be playing it too aggressively. He knows what's in there with them. Hectic coming out on top of that fight. I really did not expect Peter to miss that one, but he did. Either way, this was TCM's map choice, so I do expect them to grab quite a few more rounds than what they did on the previous map. Yeah,
it's going to be, well, looking at the players alive now. It's 4 versus 2, and like I was literally just saying, the TCM guys have got that A building on complete lock. This bomb is
with 3 of their players.
Exactly. I mean, if this bomb did go down, which obviously is not going to happen now, there's only one person left, which is Blazy. If the bomb did happen to go down, you know, you wouldn't be getting out. So, I mean, he's going to have to try something because the TCM side are just going to sit and force him to go onto that side like they're doing now. I mean, he's pretty close. He's wall bangable, I'd imagine. Well, not anymore, seeing as he's run away. But, I mean, Lubo's managed to push in because they had that complete advantage of that other side of the map.
Lubberschmidt sneaking in around the back. Of course, that is a very good direction to be able to push from it. If the guys do get the bomb down from the Frag Master side, you're likely to see them fall back to the positions that Lubberschmidt was actually pushing from. So for Lubberschmidt to get into that position, it is a really good one. You actually see him pushing up very aggressively here onto line. He's going to realize, oh, wait a minute, TCM play this actually very slow. And he's going to lay down tight. Wow, Peter turning around, actually checking all corners, takes out Lubberschmidt. That's not something you see all that often. Generally, they just fly out of their door as quick as they can. Peter getting another one onto Paradox before being shut down by Peter, but an SMG that can run in, grab 2 frags and fall is an SMG that's done his job in my mind.
Yeah, I don't know how Paradox has been taken out by an SMG though. I mean, surely he should have another player covering him, seeing as he's the scope. I mean, again, Paradox has done nothing so far. And I mean, I know we've only seen 2 rounds, but I mean, yeah, I haven't seen him get an opening frag yet. I haven't seen him do anything, especially anything special. So, I mean, it's going to be really difficult for TCM if Paradox isn't firing on all cylinders, I think. Because Frag Masters are definitely playing, you know, better at the moment.
Good. It's just straight up. They're just currently playing better than TCM are at the moment. And really showing that they are one of the top teams to be reckoned with. Now Hectic, lower A. He knows there's one in that B alley. Bottom right of your screen is Minska, just sitting and watching everything he can. He has spotted a whole bunch of fire coming out, spraying through that wall. Doesn't actually tag up Jermaine. Hectic getting heavily tagged up on the other hand, though. And Minska land the shot. Yes, he can take out Jermaine. Hectic is heavily tagged up. He won't want to re-peek that. Blades are going to plant right next to the wall, staying out of line of fire. And Minska coming out there, grabs himself another one. 2-1 is the scoreline. But remember, Fragmasters want to be pulling into the lead here. This is the attacking side, and defense is so much more difficult on this map.
Yeah, it's by, like we were saying at the start, it's just such an unreal difference in how easy it is to play this map on defense and attack.
Big start here from Fragmasters. They've taken out 3 and only lost 1. And now it's pretty much all down to Jermaine and Froster. Well, make that just Froster as where is he? He actually has got an SMG with him now. And does get taken out there by Soka. Fragmasters sending 4 men strong as they finish off that round. And at the moment, it just looks like there's no finishing, no stopping Fragmasters right now. Paradox on 0 frags, 0 for 4 right now. And I mean, it's one of those things. Like I want to criticize what he's doing, but he is. I mean, he's one of the best scopes in the game. He should technically be on form and should be hitting all these shots. Obviously, moving towards back A once again. Fragmasters have been able to squeeze into that A site. And again, holding off their building. Hectic is resorting to staying back and just spraying through the walls. Jermaine watching it from the cafe side. Laying down, making sure that no one can wallbang him through that little, I want to say near cardboard cutout. Bullets being fired towards back A. Soak is laying down tight. There's one behind that desk. Where is Paradox? He's actually, he's staying really far back. He really just wants to make sure that he stays alive till the end of the round. And I think even that's a better start than going in, trying something and dying. So I think once he realizes how to stay alive, I'm pretty sure he can start going for those frags. Now moving into the A site, Hectic has cleared it out and declared it fine for Paradox to move in.
I was just about to say, but somehow these two guys in the A house haven't spotted Soka around the back of A, and now there's 2 Fragmasters players. One of them's retreated to the basement, so it's not going to be both of them on A site now, but there are still a fair few Fragmaster players just hovering around. They've all retreated to the B site now. Great pistol there from Paradox, who's finally picked up a frag, and Frost is going to finish that one off by taking down V.
Yeah, that round started ending off pretty well, and pretty much just came down to little situations where, such as Soka versus Paradox. Paradox just really had the good positioning. Soka was trying to cover his teammates and just got caught off guard. And Frost with an incredibly fast push here into this B site. Really, really good stuff from him yet. Peter grabbing a first net, but Frost has rushed all the way up. Should be able to grab the frag onto Blazy, but doesn't.
Why Frost had run all the way up there then, I have no idea. That was pretty stupid play there from Frost, though, I think.
Then again, in that situation, he probably thought, well, this is probably my best maneuver. I'll probably get the most from it. And unfortunately, it just wasn't the right thing to think.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, originally, when he started to make a move, I thought he was going to go round the back of Melons, try and get round there, because obviously the smoke was up. And obviously, I mean, he couldn't be seen, but I mean, if you're not running around the back, it's going to be so much easier to get shot if anybody does catch a glimpse of you. So why he didn't run around the back to try and, catch him all off guard, I'll never know.
Soka flying out the window there. Takes out the last of the Fragmasters players. And for once, we seem to see Paradox waking up a bit. Currently on 4 frags. TCM all 4 and 3 frags. Peter on 9. He's really out to make a name for himself today. Where is he? Let's see what he is up to. I'm actually clicking completely on the wrong button. He's an SMG player. For some reason, I just thought he was an AK. But an SMG, no doubt, runs down once again, getting into this A side. That would deter him just a little bit. Taking 98 damage right to the chest. Before Jermaine finishes him off with, well, nearly less than a bullet.
Paradox really is making a big difference this round. I think he's already got 3 frags or maybe 2 and an assist, because he's been hitting all of his shots so far down the street. Soka finally replying, but Lubishmir shuts him down instantly, and now it is all on V. 1 versus 4. And let's see if he can actually clutch this round. The bomb is far too far away from him to go get that, so he's going to have to go for the frags. Does take down Froster, but he's going to get picked off by Paradox, who's definitely finding his form now with 7-5.
Yeah, picked himself up 3 frags. They're really good stuff. Waking up and really getting his head into this game. Now, I really want to see what these SMGs are doing towards this mid street, because at the moment it just seems like they are hanging quite far back. An SMG on the crossfire on the defensive side is going towards that A area. Wow, Jermaine picks up 2 frags. But as I was saying, either goes towards that A area, towards the back, into B, into those watermelons. Labishmir opting for the quick push towards back A. The problem is that they now know that Fragmasters gets in there very quickly. Well, Frost, on the other hand, takes out Soka. And wow, a whole new TCM team has just appeared in the server, and they are currently 2 men up. Smoke going down. Paradox is having none of it though. That nade goes out. Will it connect with Peter? No, it doesn't. Peter draws out those nades. But something as simple as that, I mean, TCM right in that moment, they knew the bomb was going down, but instead of just throwing 1 nade, they had 2 flying in. Would you say that's a safer bet to try and catch them off in different positions, or do you think that was maybe just a blunder from TCM thinking, well, just in case my teammate doesn't nade, I'll nade?
Thinking about it now, I think it might have been a blunder, but I mean, maybe it's something that they've tried before. I mean, obviously they didn't hit the exact same spot, so you know, there's more of a chance catching him as he runs away to fake it. But then again, I mean, they've got nothing now, so they're going to have to rely on wall bangs and just general positioning, which I think they're going to have because it's 4 versus 2 at the moment. And that wall bang is coming in heavily from Jermaine there, and the bomb's going to get put down. Mixer's going to get put down in the same way, I'd imagine. Manages to get away with that scope. Is he going to go for this frag? He's going to get shot down in the back. And TCM, I mean, you were just saying it's a whole new TCM team. I think with a map like Crossfire, there's not really a lot you can do differently on attack. I mean, Fragmasters, they went, what was it, 4-1 up? And I mean, everything was working for them. I think TCM have, oh, that's the Paradox we're used to seeing. Great shot off the start of that round there. And let's see if we can see a bit more of Paradox right now. Reloading his gun. Jermaine holding the back of Kebab, and he's going to push up a bit further on because obviously I'd imagine his teammates are calling him forwards, but he's going to make his way back towards the spawn now along with Paradox. Lubishmi with another frag onto Soka, and well, looking a bit better for the Fragmaster side now after Blazy taking down one more of the TCM side. Grenade coming in from Paradox, and maybe, like you just said, it was a blunder with the grenades. Maybe we'll see another grenade get chucked in now.
But as you were still mentioning earlier, I mean, the attacking side is pretty much down to an extremely fast A push before the AKs get into place on that cafe side. Or you're going for a kind of slow picking play to get that B bomb down. Or, you know, the bigger ones at least is that fast A. I mean, a slow A is not really that much seen. It's kind of like a last resort. Oh, wait.
Well, the slow A's, in my opinion, really just difficult to pull off in general. I mean, especially against, for example, we saw Froster get up to the top of A Street instantly, you know, that round before. And I mean, if you do that and you're doing a slow way, you're just going to get absolutely pummeled on the way out. But Blazy is going to try and clutch this round from Fragmasters. It is 2 versus 1. Lubishmi has taken a lot of damage, but he's going to be able to peek now, but he's not going to need to because Jermaine has got that wallbang on lock. And TCM, as I was going to say just a minute ago, they figured out what Fragmasters do on attack. They know exactly what they do, hence the reason they're all saving grenades. They're not just wasting all of them at the start. And also Paradox is hitting his shots off the start again, you know? I mean, that's the main reason I think why they're waking up, because they're all hitting their shots now. They're all, you know, they've figured out what they're doing, and they're just playing much better now.
And especially with Jermaine on that cafe side, as you were mentioning, I mean, if anyone to put on cafe side, it is going to be Jermaine. He is very well known for his keen positioning and knowing pretty much about every single spot you can shoot through. So, not much better person to put in here. Let's actually see how he's playing it. He does flick a lot between that doorway and going back out. Seems like he wants to line up his grenade here, trying to throw it towards that bomb site, getting ready. Of course, after hearing the frag monsters have moved onto that bomb site, he is waiting. And there we go. Release it any second. Looks like he wants to try and catch them before they even move onto this bomb, and it might actually pay off.
Oh,
it does get it really well timed there from Jermaine. Superb play from him. And with only 1 player left, he'll just peek out every so often to draw base attention, but it's going to be the players down from that A side. And there you go, just see him flicking backwards and forwards, but hectic. Going to be the one to close it off. TCM grabbing the lead on defense. And that just really shows how good TCM are on Crossfire. But it is their map.
Oh yeah, it is their map, but I mean, coming out of Strike after taking an absolute pounding from Fragmasters, I would not have expected them to go 6-4 up, especially on defense. I would have expected to be much more, you know, Fragmasters biased. But I mean, like we were just saying, TCM have figured out exactly how they need to play against them now. I mean, the first 4 rounds that the Fragmaster side won, all of the TCM side were just going down straight away, and it was always 4 or 5 versus 2, you know? And now, it's the complete opposite half the time.
Yeah.
I mean, this round is a change of pace. I mean, they're attacking the A site instead, and somehow Vader has completely missed Hectic walking around the opposite side of the smoke there, and he's managed to put the bomb down at the bottom of A stairs, but the couple of frags coming in from the Fragmaster side are going to deal with that. And they're finally going to pick up their first round in about, what, 6 or 7 of them.
Yeah,
so
that's, I mean, it's you know, the first round there, but hopefully not the last one. And hopefully going to be seeing a lot more from these guys. But yeah, I mean, one of the things I was thinking now was, you know, Fragmasters, when they started getting into the lead, we saw them play a lot more confident. We saw how Soka was peeking out of this flower window, really trying to get those frags. And, you know, TCM, on the other hand, the amount of times they've attended lands, I think it's now gone to the point that if you start losing, just fall straight back to standard tactics. Just fall back to what you know. Don't let your emotions, you know, inflict your gameplay. And it seems that it might be working out for them right now.
yeah, I'm not too sure what Fragmasters are actually doing here. I mean, they're all, you can see on the radar there, they are all at the top left-hand side of the map. They're trying to attack this A building, but none of them have gone anywhere near B. So, I mean, naturally, you have to imagine that they're just going to go all out and attack this A site, which is a very rare thing to to do in my book. So I mean, let's see if it pays off for them. I mean, they've got Froster who's going to be coming down the back. One of them has actually finally gone towards B, but he's been taken down by Froster. Paradox with the Deagle frag as well. Jermaine picking up a 3rd, and now it is all on Soka. Jermaine, Paradox on the TCM side now. Soka picks off Jermaine, and it's now a 1 versus 1. Let's see if Soka can clutch this round for Fragmasters, and if he does, it's going to be a really good crowd.
Oh my word,
brilliant.
Soka, go on, lad.
That was a brilliant round of clutch. They really, really needed that round going into the defense on this map, because it's going to be such an uphill struggle now. With it being 6-all, realistically on attack, you need to be in the the positives in terms of round difference, because I mean, like we were saying at the start, it's just too difficult to defend on this map.
If you look at these scores, I mean, literally, they are so duplicate of each other. It is, I mean, 11, 11, 10, 10, and then so on and so forth. There is so little difference between these two teams. And, you know, really, I kind of feel sorry for Atomic right now, who's actually the 5th member of Fragmasters who couldn't attend this event. He's sitting at home. I have no doubt that he's watching this matchup and wishing he was here playing alongside his teammates. And of course, have been practicing so hard, but either way, they are definitely keeping his name high and bringing the fight to TCM. TCM, the man up at the moment. And it looks like, wow, Blazy peeking out, takes out Jermaine. Very good play from him. Can he get another one? Yes, he can. Takes out Lubishmir down to a 2-on-2, but Blazy now on the side of the map that TCM don't want him. They don't want him to be able to pick off that player on that bomb site. Blazy with that Deagle. No, he is very, 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 very good with it. Tags up Froster, going to lay back down. He's got a massive pile of sand in front of him. And we know bullets cannot penetrate that, so he should be good to go for the next couple of seconds unless they start pushing him.
Which one of them is definitely trying to come around to do, actually, which is Froster, which is really, really great stuff from him.
Oh, no, but absolutely botches it. And with only 30 seconds left on the clock, time's going to start running out. Hectic does not want to sit and plant this bomb on his own, especially with 2 players facing his direction. And does spot Blazy. 20 seconds left on the clock. Foster's pushing in.
Well
does
done.
take out Blazy. Now it is all onto Minska. Where is he? He has got the bomb. He's not nailing any of his shots onto Hectic. Actually tags one. Bomb goes down. And this is now a whole bunch of trouble that Fragmasters really don't want.
That was really great stuff from TCM there, to be honest. I mean, the 2 players that were left alive at the end, Froster and Hectic. They did a really great job there. They didn't panic. They had, what, 20 seconds left, and they knew that they had to get rid of one of the opposing players. And I mean, they just sat it out, finally got the frag, bomb went down, and as soon as it's 2-on-1 and attacking that, that B site, it's just, you've got so much confidence because you know it's so difficult to actually get back on that site, especially on your own.
We do see Fragmasters have actually placed 2 players on defense into this B site. They are currently the man up as they wait for TCM to push the bomb area. And it seems like Fragmasters playing a lot more offensively on the defense, really not allowing TCM to use this watermelon building against Fragmasters. Peter's sitting so well trained, just watching that doorway. Nothing is taking his attention away from it. Even though his teammate is firing away out this door, trying to get something. Soka hearing loads. Definitely going to relay that back to his teammate. Peter, now the only man left standing into this B building. He can stack up these two players if he wants. He's staying against the wall, keeps watching that doorway. If he watches it just a little bit longer, it's going to pay off so much. And can he get the frag? No, you won't. Paradox pushes in from the side, and it's still incredible to me how Paradox can be such a force with a deal alone. Vey grabs a quick 2 and swings the tides once more in favor of Fragmaster's Hectic. Now on that bomb, all on his own. And he can only wish he had any other TCM player with him. Time's running out, and Hectic is being drawn away from the bomb. Going to be moving it back to A. Vey is just going to have enough time. He'll be able to drop out. He tries to draw some fire, and there's really nothing that Hectic can do besides try and go for that bomb plant. Especially knowing that Minxka would have been so far away from the bomb site. He would not have had enough time to take out both of those.
Yeah, I actually thought that I didn't actually think they heard the bomb go down then. I thought he planted earlier than he actually did. And because he just sat in the window for a bit longer, and then he heard the bomb start to get planted then. So really well played from Vey, pulling that back.
Lucy players are going with this push towards this B side once more. We see Minxka scoping it out versus Paradox. Who's going to take this one? Minxka, have you got the balls to do it? You do, but unfortunately Paradox has just got that little bit better aim. Vey completely confused where the hell Lubishmi was shooting from. And that means TCM are going to draw it back around and put themselves into that lead once more. But, I mean, it is only a round.
Exactly, it's only one round, and the Fragmasters guys are doing a really great job of keeping that round distance. You know, I mean, like we were saying, it's so difficult to defend on this map, and keeping that one round is such a nice safety cushion. You know, it's absolutely perfect for what the Fragmasters want.
Now, looking at the two styles of gameplay we've seen over these last, or at least 2 maps, 1.5 so far. You know, if it goes into a third map, Fragmasters would have lost, and they would have had to choose a map. Besides, you know, what you think their favorites would have been, but what do you think their playstyle would best suit for the next map, or their third final map?
Well, I don't even think it's particularly just their playstyle. I think this kind of a team, I wouldn't want to use the word that they are just simply keen, because that's obviously not the case. I mean, they've got Vey, and I think it was Peter, especially on strike, they weren't just being keen, they were just hitting every single shot. So, you know, this skill level in general is just really, really great at the moment. But I don't know, I reckon it might be backlot, you know.
I was just thinking the same,
It might be backlot.
I think it might benefit them quite a bit. We will see the last 2 TCM players being over on this A side. Loads of smoke going out and a couple of flashes. They just want to make sure that they are stopping TCM even see them go for the bomb defuse. And with that, they hear the bomb defuse going, and Lubishmi is trying to do something about it, but there really isn't anything he can do. Fragmasters bring it back to 8-8. And it was just one of those, like, I mean, the bomb plot went down, but it really was out of position to be able to defend that bomb side. Both of those last 2 players really know that they could stop it, stop that bomb being defused. And, I mean, it kind of argues the point. Should he have waited maybe to the last 2 players to get into position, or is it like, well, we can actually get the bomb down on Crossfire, let's go for it now?
Yeah, I mean, I think it might have been just get the bomb, you know? Simple as that.
May have worked for them a little bit better, but unfortunately they're going up against Fragmasters, who really just want to get this map under their name and take it 2-0. You see nades falling in from the sky. Paradox is going to run away from that bomb site. More nades coming in, trying to predict when TCM are going to get that bomb down. Jermaine falls to blaze his SMG. Peter takes out Lubishmi. It's all down to Paradox, 1 versus 3. And he really is not in a good position right now. There's 2 players over towards that A side. He's got 50 seconds left on the clock, so he really has a lot of time to play with. But Fragmasters are just not going to move. And whether that plays out to their benefit or whether it doesn't is whether Paradox actually moves around. Because if he moves around and Fragmasters are just sitting in tight, then, I mean, Paradox will just start slowly picking them off 1 by 1. But it does seem like he's just staying on the bomb. Oh, finally moving out.
If he gets past all 3 of these players now without being spotted, oh, takes down Peter, takes down Blazy as well. It's now 1 versus 1. Paradox has pulled TCM right back into this. He's been spotted eventually now as he gets that bomb down on that B site. Vey's going to try and stop him, shooting a couple of bullets through the bin and through the wall. And Paradox has somehow managed to get this bomb down. 1 versus 1. He does have the AK out at this moment in time as Vey pushes himself onto this B site. He's still sitting on the bomb because, well, at the moment, He's not going to make any noise. He's not going to climb up anyway. He does fake the defuse straight away. He still thinks he's at the top of the street. Paradox has completely outfooled him here. But Vey has pulled it out the bag, takes down Paradox, and that's a really, really great round from Vey there.
Jermaine dropping his head there for a moment. Doesn't look all too happy in the situation. They have now lost their round advantage that they have. And no doubt they really want to try and get this map. This is their map. They know how well they can play it. We've seen them play it so well against many other teams. But unfortunately, just doesn't seem to be going their way right now. And it just seems like Fragmasters are on top of everything. How will TCM decide to play out their attack? Looks like Lubishmi is poked into this A side, pulls out his deagle, seeing if he can get some frags. Minx takes out Paradox. And now Lubishmi is all on his own, and when you're all alone versus surrounded by 5 Fragmasters players, I don't think that's going to be a comfortable position, even though you do have the A bowling.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, well, I'd imagine they do know that he's up in that building, but nobody's come even close to pushing him at the moment. There's one player in that house who's going to get taken down. It was Blazy, and he did seem to have no idea Lubo was up there, but now you probably have to think twice about sticking around there. Now he's probably going to have to try and move out, but he does get another Deagle frag onto Vey, which is going to be very crucial to this round as he pokes himself out towards this lower A, as he decides to run up and down the stairs a couple of times before the bomb gets planted. A great Deagle headshot there from Lubo, and now it's 3 versus 1 against Minxter. Let's see if he can pull this off.
Oh, Minxter lands that nade onto Frost. That's going to stop that bomb plant. Can he get more, though? Where is Jermaine? He's towards the top of the street, running back to that spawn building. Lubishmi going towards back A. Minxter, can he spot the cross? Yes, he can. Can he land the shot? Unfortunately not. Can he maybe catch Jermaine as Jermaine moves onto that bomb site? Really isn't in the best of position, and of course Lubishmi below him doesn't help things out. Can't land the last Deagle, and Lubishmi is going to take the round for the team. Brings it back to 9-9, really making things tight right now. I mean, there's only 6 more rounds left. Yeah, it is 6. No, yeah, 6 rounds left. So it's getting a little bit tense here. Each of these teams only need another 4 more to win it. And of course for TCM, that means a 3rd map and a chance to bring it back for Fragmasters, and just means moving on to the competition. Paradox is spotted to nearly lands a +10 with that shot, actually, as one of the AKs ran in front of Minxter. Now it's just about whether TCM can get into this bomb site. Blazy headshot onto Hectic. Nades come out, pre-nading that bomb site. Paradox getting caught off guard. Peter pre-nading it. More nades just flying in, just preventing anything from TCM right now. And this, I nearly want to say, is completely Fragmasters round, but so far, I could be wrong. That's Jermaine on his own. Peter will take him out. That's going to be 10-9. Fragmasters gets that run advantage. Peter's serious face right there. But, I mean, it's so tense, right? And no one's really standing out for the team. Usually you see 1 or 2 guys really like standing out, really getting those frags, but it's very even for both of these teams. Yeah,
I mean, every single player is pretty much pulling their weight, you know? I mean, Paradox is starting to hit a few of his shots. I think the only difference between Fragmasters not having more than 1 lead was where Minx, I think, just panicked a bit in that round before last. But I mean, Paradox hitting lots of scope shots here. Lubo and Frost are taking down 2 at the same time as well. And they're tying the rounds up yet again. It's now 10-all. And I think, even though TCM are on the attack, they've still got a massive hill to climb, because they're not making it easy for themselves. I mean, Fragmasters are playing so well at the moment. TCM just aren't able to get into any sort of rhythm. It's just they're constantly being knocked off guard, and with grenades hitting Paradox like that from Vey, there's not going to be making life any easier for them whatsoever.
And it's now one of those situations where if only TCM could just do what they did the last round, the exact same. Then you have 2 players over towards this B side. They don't have the 3 they had last round. And it seems like they're struggling to go in for their bomb plant. Bullets just ringing out the whole time. Jermaine, trust him to have a nade in his back pocket to take out Peter. Minxter watching that bomb like a hawk too. Smoke goes out. Blazy and Soka grab frags. They are the man to the good now as Jermaine and Hectic, the last 2 standing. Jermaine, we now definitely know, does not have a nade with him. But even if Hectic did, I'm not too sure if he'd be able to do anything with it, as most of Fragmasters are pretty well hidden away. Hectic fakes it and runs away. That's definitely going to be called, because they have got a player in that cafe side. It is Soka, and Soka has heard those footsteps. Main, on the other hand, where is he going? He's trying to find Blazy. He knows there's a player on this A-bomb site, but unfortunately has to take the long way around, and he cannot give away his position. Casually moving forward, doesn't spot anyone behind the counter, and that's going to be the big difference here. As Minska rings off a scope shot, Blazy takes out the player below him. Jermaine gives away his position with only 7 seconds left on the clock. There's no way he can get this bomb in. Blazy even grabs the frag, and that's going to be 11-10. And on defense, TCM are being denied the chance to get that bomb down by Fragmasters.
If I'm completely honest, I can see Fragmasters taking this map now. I mean, after winning that round and constantly keeping TCM at bay with that extra round under their belt, I mean, TCM did actually go 2 rounds up, and they've somehow pulled it back again. So Fragmasters are playing absolutely spot on right now. They really know exactly how to play TCM. They must have known that this map was coming up against them, you know. And I mean, they just they are just playing that much better than TCM at the moment. I'm really surprised.
And if anything, we can actually see Minska is trying to predict where Paradox would be, and he's doing it very well so far. I mean, for a scope trying to counter Paradox, he's been holding off rather well. He's going to go for this jump shot once again. He's got to be careful. He knows he died from it last time. He takes the risk, but falls away immediately. He knows that there's no way he'll get another chance like that. And where is Paradox? Paradox has moved over to the B bomb side, lands the shot there onto Blazy. 1 versus 3 as Vey takes out Jermaine. Now it is all down to Paradox. They start flying out, lands the shot there onto Minska. Pixel perfect, if anything. And now with Soka just behind the wall, is Jermaine going to fly around the corner? Wow, Soka, oh, is that Vey? Vey really pushing out. No, it was actually Soka. Just trying to draw out Paradox actually as Vey lays down the covering fire. Soka takes out Paradox, and that is 2 game points here for Fragmasters. My word. And there we go, there's the timeout. We knew it was coming. I mean, the same happened last time. It's just them trying to keep it up and just trying to slow down Fragmasters. But Fragmasters having none of it. You can see Vey there on your screen, headset raring to go, repositions, make sure it's all in a good position. They got loads of spectators behind them, keeping them calm. Wow, I also want a free massage. That looks pretty good, actually. And you can see the rest of the guys. Peter talking to someone that's not Blazy. Now they're just trying to make sure that they keep all the comms up between the teams, keep everyone happy. Of course, as we can see, the Fragmasters are raring to go. It's all down to Team Cooler Master right now.
Yeah, we're going to have to see... TCM are definitely going to have to do something different. Somehow. I mean, we've said this before. It's difficult enough at the best of times to do something different on attack, on Crossfire, because, as we were saying, there's only a couple of things you can realistically do, especially, you know, at this level. So they're going to have to try and change something up. I mean, I don't think they get enough players down towards the A site. Maybe if it's not early enough, or, you know, if at all. So, I mean, they're going to have to try and get some more people in there. I mean, we've seen Lubo get in there loads of times, but he's completely on his own. And like you said, when you're on your own in that room, you're just going to get
It's the last place you want to be.
It's just not where you need to be when you're on your own. If you've got 2 people down there, it's so much easier to keep yourself busy and, you know, peak at least when you need to find out where the opponent are. Because, I mean, Fragmasters are just sit in, and then poking out, you know, when the round gets to about 20-odd seconds left, which is just exactly what you need to be doing. And it's just working so well against TCM at the moment. It's just, it's really throwing them off the game. So,
with a bit of time left.
Hence the timeout.
Yeah. With the 12-10 on the scoreline, we have to remember that, of course, with this will knock TCM down to the low brackets. They will still have another chance to take it. But of course, this means that they will have to fight it back and grab 2 extra maps or coming in from the low brackets in the grand finals if they do make their way back in. And of course, this is now a perfect time. If you guys want to check out any of our previous VODs, head over to youtube.com/QuadVTV. Follow us on Twitter, which is @QuadV. And then, of course, our Facebook page is also there. Keep all you guys updated, which is facebook.com/QuadV. It's on the bottom left-hand side of your screen there. If you want to follow me, I'm @Menace on Twitter. I'm also Menace FPS. And if you want to follow Ozo, you do what?
Pardon?
What do you do if you want to follow Ozo? Twitter, Facebook?
Well, I mean, you can follow Ozo on OW20, but I don't particularly use Twitter that much, so it's your call.
All right, well, there we go. Jumping back into the matchup, it is 10-12. TCM are behind 2 rounds, and this is probably about the most important next 2 rounds that Fragmasters could play if they want to get themselves back into this matchup. You see Paradox falling back. He's going to be staying alive a whole bunch extra. Mingska really feeling comfortable with that spot by that car. But Paradox, is he going to be able to find him once more? Paradox is just looking in the wrong direction to find Mingska. Those fine mouse movements, really see his accuracy showing through there. Jermaine takes out Blazy with the nade. Even with 1 nade, there is no way Fragmasters out of this. TCM takes out, Froster takes out Peter. Lubishmi on survey. Mingska fighting back. And it is the 2-man difference that is actually going to mean quite a lot here for Fragmasters. Soka takes out Froster. Can they stop that bomb plant? No, they can't. Mingska takes out Paradox though, and that's a big game changer. Jermaine's on this light area. And with Soka on Cafe, we do hear Jermaine giving away his position. Hectic sitting behind these boxes really is going to have to rely on Jermaine to be able to give him some cover. Smoke going out on that bomb. Jermaine lands the shot there onto Mingska. It is now all down to Soka. What can he do in this position? No doubt Mingska would have called where Jermaine was. The problem is he doesn't know where the second player is. And Jermaine peeking out from lower light. 12-11 is your score, as TCM are now just 1 round away from taking it to overtime.
Exactly. I'm so surprised Paradox didn't actually take out Mingska there. He saw him at the bottom of A house, and he was just flicking his weapon, switching his weapon. All he had to do was press mouse 1, and he had a definite frag. And I mean, because he didn't do that, the scope re-peaked and actually managed to take down Paradox, which isn't anything you don't see that every day. I mean, like you've already said this, but Mingska is definitely, keeping him within reach of Paradox in terms of especially in terms of keeping him out of the game. I mean, Paradox had no idea where he was at the start of that round because he's just been switching his position up so much. And I think he's actually found him this time, and he managed to get away because he knows Mingska is definitely a force to be afraid of as such now. And going to see if Paradox can find any more people.
We are 45 seconds into the round, and yet nothing has happened. Not a single player has died. This is so tense, you could probably cut the air with a fridge. Or if you could find a blunter object. I was trying to think of something really blunt. Like, you could just, it's just so tense. Paradox can only find Mingska. Peter is heavily tagged up. Mingska's looking in the right way. He doesn't want to peek out anymore. Froster takes out Jermaine. It's getting tense as we move into the last seconds of the round. There's only 28 seconds left. Paradox takes out Vey. Fragmasters start to crumble. Can Mingska hold off Lubishmi? No, he can't. Peter's the last man standing. He's looking every which way he can. Can he stop this bomb? He's got players moving in around him in all directions, but it doesn't look like it's going to come up for him. And looks like TCM are going to force an overtime.
That was great stuff there from TCM. They took the time out at the most perfect time, and they've battled through it very, very well to come back into that. I know they're on the attacking side, and they should be expected to do that, but still, they've really, really done well there.
And now we do see these guys getting back into the matchup. Shouldn't take too long. It will mean that Fragmasters go back onto the attacking side. TCM get defense, as they swap back to the original roles. How overtime works, if you've never done an overtime before, never experienced one, these guys will play a mini game against each other, 3 rounds per side before switching over. The first team to hit 4 rounds will take it, and that means that they win that map. On the other hand, if they get 3-3, the same thing is repeated, which always leaves it to be that it could happen quite a few times. We could see a couple. I mean, there's no overtime. Yeah, there's no overtime limits on it. Yeah. It could go into as many overtimes as these guys feel necessary. And
as much as they'd not like to.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, these guys want to try and get it over with, try and prove their worth, try and show the other team that they deserve to win. But not sure if these guys are going to go for a quick break. Fragmasters are all ready. TCM just saying they need a couple more seconds for some tactics. And with that, guys, we'll be taking a quick little... Oh, wait, will we? No, we will be staying in the game. Yeah, we'll stay in the game. These guys should be ready to go any second here. It's only Jermaine, Hectic, and Paradox, the last guys to ready up, and then we'll be back underway. But now the pressure is on with only 3 rounds on attack. I mean, now we always say, you know, there's that one round kind of difference thing, but it really is every round matters now. Every round is going to come down to the last couple of seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, if that last round was anything to say about what the overtime is going to be, then we're going to be seeing this really come down to the crunch, and TCM biting down in those last few seconds.
I can just see TCM going into completely bog standard tactics now, being really keen, sitting in their spots, making sure that they've got every possible angle on lock now, because I mean, we've already said this, they've been to so many lands now already, especially as individuals. I mean, all of them know exactly what it's about now. They know they have to be that extra bit cautious. I mean, Paradox has to be hitting those shots, and he eventually does take down Blazy, and it's now a 4 versus 2. But Minxer does reply by taking Paradox down. Soka helping him out as well, and it's now a 2 versus 2. And the Fragmaster side, they've been doing a great job of doing this. It's been done by 2 or 3 players in a lot of these rounds, and they've somehow managed to bring it back. And they're doing exactly the same thing now in overtime. So obviously, the pressure's definitely not getting to them just yet, and it might just well be that the TCM guys are feeling that pressure, because I had a word with a couple of the players outside, and they definitely were not expecting it to be this difficult. I can tell you that much. They were not expecting it to be in overtime. I can definitely tell you that, 100%.
Minxer getting that bomb down. Now remember, the attacking side is the side that they're likely going to be getting more rounds on, so Fragmasters really need to take the advantage while they can. Froster is throwing a smoke out towards that light side. They know there's a player on each side of the map right now. Froster getting heavily tagged up. Jermaine is laying, or Hectic's laying down covering fire, but Minxer's still in that bus area. It's going to be Soka taking down Hectic. Oh, excuse me, and 1-0 is going to be the start of the overtime in favor of Fragmasters.
Yeah, Froster did a really good, he had a really good idea there, chucking that smoke over to completely cover off, you know, the side that the Fragmasters guys are going to mainly be defending the bomb defuse from. But I don't know why he decided to try and climb up into Melons. Maybe he didn't mean to climb him up to just jump and have a quick peek, because Minxer was just lying there and he just dominated him.
Minxer really focusing in there on his screen, making sure he doesn't miss anything when he scans these spots. It is so important for Fragmasters to get these next couple of rounds. Now Peter takes out Jermaine. Soka onto Lavishmir. Fragmasters have woken up, and TCM seem to be cowling back into a little corner. Soka taking out Paradox. Hectic is your last man, and it looks like he just really wants to run away from this whole situation. 2-0 is your current score, as Fragmasters sit comfortably 2-0 in the lead. And you know what, 2-0?
I can see them taking 3-0.
I could too. And it is showing through right now. Jermaine and Lavishmir yet to get frags. So that might be something that really could be deterring them, and needs to be fixed very quickly. On the other hand, they are denying Fragmasters entrance to this A house completely now. They are not allowing it to happen by any means.
That's exactly what they need to be doing in the first place, and they just weren't able to do it. But we are going to see Paradox trying to cover this bomb site, having a quick peek around this little hut at the back of the ruins, and we're going to have to see if the Fragmasters are going to make any move onto this site anytime soon. We've got 1 more minute left on the clock. A lot of SMG fire up towards this top A house, but with 3 people defending, make that 4 from this A house, it's going to be very, as you can just see, very difficult for them to even get out of this building, as Froster gets a double frag there onto Peter and Vay. Probably the 2 stronger members of the Fragmaster side at this current moment, as the rest of them decide to try and cross the street. Minxer takes down Hectic, though, as he gets a couple of tags off to one of the Fragmaster players. I think it was Blazy. And now it's going to be all on Paradox to stop this plant going in. I mean, I was going to say before the overtime started, all my money's going to go on Paradox having to be the man to, you know, really step his game up. He's going to have to hit every single possible scope shot to deny Fragmasters getting close to this bomb site. And I mean, he's got a lock on this doorway, but I think he needs to be having a peek at this bomb site now. With only 10 seconds left, he's going to have to keep an eye on that bomb site. Minxer with a frag there, as well as Jermaine. There's only 5 seconds left. The bomb has to go down. They're not going to get it. And TCM finally take that round. And with that 1 round under their belt in overtime, I mean, on the attacking side now, they've definitely, I wouldn't say they've got the upper hand, but they've definitely got, you know, a much nicer position than they were originally going to be in after going 2-0 down straight away.
I mean, it's always that situation where if TCM can grab 2 rounds, and I'm sorry, if Fragmasters can grab 2 rounds, and if TCM want to be the better team, then, well, then they've got to grab 3. And if they do that right now, it'll give them the map. And they will be pushing it into a third map. Now, with Paradox pushing forward, is he even get that opening frag? Hits nothing, unfortunately. And a flash coming his way. Froster takes out Peter with the car explosion. And with that, we will be seeing Froster push forward. There's a play off to his right-hand side, picks up the frag. Oh, did his teammate actually steal it? Soka dropping, but to Paradox the scope. And now it's all about whether Mingska can maybe find Paradox, but he's not. And Blazy very, very, very in a forward position. Can he hold it off, though?
At the moment, it's an extreme stalemate, but Mingska has managed to hit a nice headshot frag onto Hectic. It's, well, we're going to see the smoke come in now from the TCM side. Blazy can see absolutely nothing at this point in time. He's going to walk towards his site. He's going to get one frag under his belt, which is Froster. One more TCM player does peek over the wall, but he doesn't get the frag. He needed to get that frag so badly onto that player, but I think Jermaine is just about taking him out. And they're going to have to go for a bomb plant pretty soon. There's only 30 seconds left on the board. That clock is now ticking. And the Fragmaster side doing exactly what they were doing originally. They're just sitting still, and they need to make Jermaine push out of his position, which is definitely not in his comfort zone. But they're doing a good job of forcing him out of it. Bomb has gone down. Really great stuff from Paradox, and now it's going to be another one of these tight battles to get back onto this B-bomb site.
Really don't see it within Fragmasters right now. They're not really in the position to be able to get back onto this bomb site. Even if they do, Paradox has planted it in the position for him. He's going to move forward, cover his teammate, saving Jermaine. Paradox grabbing the last two frags, taking it to 2-2. And really strong stuff coming out here from TCM, taking the first round on the attacking half. But they're taking it very confidently and looking a lot better. Blazer there for a moment. Looks like he just had a change of weapon, deciding I'm going AK this time. SMG is not working out too well, and you know, adapting to the situations is very important in something like this. Going away from what was something that was winning, though, they've got to be very careful of, because Blazy picking up AK now changes quite a few things in the team.
That's exactly what I was about to say then. I mean, maybe it is a strat that they do quite a lot of the time in practice, or maybe in other games, but I'm not too sure switching up classes in the middle of a game is the best idea. But Lubistry with a great Deagle frag there. Paradox did take a massive tag from his, opposite number, Mingska, and TCM really trying to work the. Again, they've only got the one guy in the A house, and it's becoming increasingly more difficult for them to get onto that B site with just one guy over this end of the map. They've got Vey covering it from the Fragmaster side. Now they've got Vey covering it from the ruins, covering that B bomb site, and Blazy in a very, very sneaky position behind the bins. Or barrels behind at this A site, so we're going to have to see if TCM can get even closer to this bomb site with the bomb. Not in anybody's hands at the moment, they've dropped it down there. And well, Paradox has just picked it back up now, going into his usual position just behind the bomb site. Trying to peek, trying to pick Blazy over at that opposite side. Mingska with a grenade over, is it going to take Paradox down? I think he's managed to run away just in time. Jermaine with a very, very unorthodox grenade there. And it's not what you would expect Jermaine to be doing, especially at this time of the game.
And that's going to be it. That's going to put Fragmasters on a game point right now. It gives them that chance. It gives them the comfort knowing that even if they do lose this, they have got another overtime to go to. Otherwise, if they win this, then, well, that's it. They're through to the next round. TCM drop down into the lower brackets. And Mingska open us up here with a frag. It really would boost everyone in Fragmasters. At the moment, not having much of it. Is Mingska waiting for? Yes, he is waiting for Paradox. He's got to be careful, though. Really needed to take that shot. Paradox pulling the trigger quicker, though. And unfortunately, that leaves Fragmasters not only a scope down, but a whole bunch of other players. As Lubishmi unleashes his Deagle. Vey goes down. Blazy, your only man standing. And that is going to mean we're going to be pushing it to another overtime. As Blazy now watching back A. There really is not much he can do from this position with that much smoke and that many players alive. He's not in a position to be able to grab a couple of frags and move out onto their bomb site. He's coming under fire. His position's known, and Lubishmi is going to take him out. And that's going to be the first overtime done here for the TCM versus Fragmasters. And will these guys be jumping right back into the second one? Now, well, they'll be going straight into this one. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'd be a little bit nervous right now. Because with every overtime that goes on, these guys are just getting deeper and deeper into knowing that so much effort has gone into this game. And losing it now will just really, really, really pull you down.
Oh, yeah, I know. I mean, I think it would be a lot more of a disappointment for Fragmasters at this stage if they actually lose the game. I think they've been the better side throughout. I think TCM have just, because they've got that experience, I think they've just about come back into the game. But I mean, if Fragmasters lose this, it'll be a big, big shock to the system, and I can imagine TCM winning the third map.
Now, waiting on one more play to ready up, and we'll be jumping back into the second overtime. And now it's one of those questions: do they stick to their original tactics once again, or are they going to be trying something different? Fragmasters, no doubt, want to try that same thing where they got themselves that 2-0. In the first overtime, get themselves that 2-round advantage. But at the moment, you know, it's 10. Scores are all reset. We're back to 0-0. Everything has to be redone for the second overtime between Fragmasters and TCM.
Yep, going to see if Paradox can get a couple of shots straight off the respawn, but he's not going to be lucky just yet. Minxka is opposite number, chucking that smoke down towards that site, and there's a lot of smoke going down, as you can hear, around this B-bomb. So Envy is going to look to fake the fuse and get right out of there as Peter pushed into this lower site, getting a double frag under his belt again. Great stuff from him. 4 versus 3 in favour of the Fragmasters side at the moment. 2 TCM members around this A house, one upstairs and one around the back of the A site. So we're going to have to see. Oh, one of the TCM members does jump in. Lubishmir gets the frag off onto Peter, and it's all leveled up yet again. 3 versus 3. Paradox jumping around trying to spot one of his opponents. Running around at the other end of the map, but he's not going to be too lucky as Minxka makes his way into this lower basement. Does take a couple of fire. Well, he does actually fire off a couple of shots towards that top A site, top A house even. And he's not going to come off lucky just yet.
We do see Lubishmir pulling out the Deagle, taking out Blazy. And that wasn't one of the unfortunate things. Fragmasters really trying to push forward to make some headway and take that cafe play. Unfortunately, Peter's position was given away. And that's going to mean that we are now stuck with TCM actually grabbing the first round on defense in this overtime. Lubishmir 3 frags to open it up. Peter the only one to get frags for the Fragmaster side and getting himself 2 of those. And it looks like, I mean, as much as we say Peter is good, he cannot be the only person to take this matchup. Pushes very aggressively into Cafe, takes out Jermaine. He hears Paradox behind him. Can he get himself a 3rd one already? Oh. And we do see Lubishmir taking out Hectic. That's the wrong player, Lubishmir, really that is. Peter spotting Paradox, going to push forward. Can he get this frag? Paradox lands what I can only imagine to be a pretty sick no-scope. And that's going to mean, that leaves Soka to pick it up at the frag onto Paradox. And with 3 frags alive, it is going to be, 3 players alive. Fragmaster's looking a lot better that round. And of course, a couple other players also got some frags. It wasn't all down to Peter.
Oh yeah, that push all the way down to where Jermaine was in Kebab was really, really great. I don't know how he got down there so fast. I mean, as soon as you get into that position, especially taking out Jermaine, TCM do seem to not crumble, but they do. They don't really like being in that position when Jermaine's not there. So I mean, that's a really, really, really good thing that Peter's managed to pick out there. But I mean, if TCM win this round, it's going to be very difficult for Fragmasters to pull it back.
See Lubishmir onto Peter there. That big driving force for Fragmasters has been shut down, and now it is all down to the rest of TCM to pretty much just clear the 4 players left for Fragmasters. Blazy taking it really slow, moving since B side. They have got 3 players over on that area. The pre-nades are actually going out on the bomb. Blazy has held his smoke back. And SMG taking the smoke instead of a flash. Usually they'll use a flash to be able to push themselves forward. Instead, going for the smoke option to give them that extra cover. And there we go. TCM open up. Soka's your last man standing. Frost is going to grab that frag. 2-1 is your scoreline, but in completely the opposite direction compared to the first overtime.
Yeah, I can see TCM winning this now. I think now that they've got that, finally got that extra round above Fragmasters, I reckon TCM are going to take this.
They're looking a lot more confident.
Yeah, they won that. Well, in the back of their minds, they're going to be thinking, look, we won the 2 rounds the last time we had to attack, and we were down. this time they're up. I mean, they can, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, yeah, this is easy. We could definitely do this. And I mean, it's a good start from Lubo. Does eventually get taken down by Peter, and luckily didn't get a second frag as Peter gets tagged eventually to death by Jermaine's AK-47. We're going to see if Minxka can pick off his opposite number Paradox now. He can't find him just yet because he's in that lower basement just outside the A house. And Menace, take it away, boy.
There's no one really around him here. There's not much he can do. He's got to pretty much just wait for Fragmasters to move in 3 versus 4. So he's going to go looking for a couple of frags. Takes out Blaze, starts spraying towards the back. He hears Minxka ring off a shot. Minxka not backing down from a challenge just yet. He does hear someone moving behind him, though. He's going to pull out his deagle. Soka takes out Hectic, stops that bomb plant. Minxka and Soka, 2 versus 3. Can they take on the driving force that is TCM? Soka heavily tagged up. It looks like he is being rather singled out. He is in watermelons and only has walls to cover him. And for anyone that does play COD4, you can shoot through walls in this game. So pretty difficult for him. Takes out Jermaine. Nice little headshot, actually. He hears the players running. I mean, knows there's 2 pushing him. Paradox is going to take him out. Minxka should have been able to get into a better position now, though, and he has. Takes out Froster, 1 versus 1. Scope on scope. And this is a crucial round. If he can get this one, this means that, they really have the chance to pull back this round. Can he do it? What is Paradox doing? He's actually planting on top of the bomb. That's so smart from him. Has Blazy seen it? He hasn't. But now Minxka does know that Paradox has got that weapon advantage. Paradox peeks out just too far. Minxka punishes him. And that means that Fragmasters is going to be grabbing the first round on defense. So only need to take, well, another 2 if they want to win it. But hell, the next one means that we'll be going into a 3rd overtime. And wow, just wow. Fragmasters are not giving up without an incredibly massive fight.
I'm pretty surprised Paradox didn't actually try to run completely away there. He actually came back, and as you said, he re-peaked. I'm really surprised he didn't just try and run into Melons and try and get away. But I mean, really great stuff there from Minxka, showing that he's definitely not he's not being done over by Paradox. He's probably made Paradox look the worst scope in this game, to be completely honest with you. So
now we do see Froster pushing in, Vey and Peter working together to hold that watermelon side. Paradox is finally going to shut down Peter with that deagle. And it really still is incredible to me how Paradox's deagle is about as deadly as this scope. Well, at least the scope we haven't really been seeing too much of in these past 2 maps. Has been coming up towards the end of it a bit. There we go. There's the shot there onto Minxka. And that's really what he needs for his team right now. But with Vey and Blazy still up, it is by all means still possible. We saw what happened the last round. Paradox getting tagged up quite a bit. Jermaine moving back towards line. Finishes off the shot there onto Blazy. Now Blazy not in that much of a good position. He can't really stop this bomb plant going down. Sees players jumping in front of him. Takes out Paradox. He knows Jermaine's off to his left-hand side. And Hectic hasn't actually gone for that bomb plant. Rather goes for that frag. And there we go. TCM have got that map point in view now. 2nd overtime. And here they finally have a chance to win it now. It's their time to take it. And let's just see if they can finally close it off.
I'm going to check it out there. I reckon TCM are going to take this round now. Lubo with a really quick push down towards the lower basement. He knows there's somebody just around the corner, or at least near him, which is Peter, the opposing SMG. He does flash up towards top right and throws a grenade. Lubo runs away, and he manages to get a great frag as he ran back up the stairs. Awesome stuff there from Lubashmir. And, well, there's 1-man advantage for TCM now as Minxka tries to get a shot off through the back bust, but Jermaine replies, as does Froster, and this is looking ever more convincing for the TCM side. Vey gets a nice AK frag onto Lubo, though, trying to help his team out as much as possible. Blazy taking a lot of damage, though, and now it is all on Vey, and Hectic is finally taking him out, and that's going to be map point for the TCM side.
Wow. And I mean, that is a completely different game time there. These guys are going to be taking a little bit of break. We're going to be doing the same, but not before we say, guys, this was the TCM versus Fragmasters 2nd map. First map going in favor of Fragmasters, 13-4, and the second map in a double overtime goes 4-2 in favor of Team Cooler Master. So no doubt there's going to be loads of action. 3rd map. We'll be back soon. Stick around for more action from Quad V live from Utoxeter Racing Course.